And then you stopped having contact with Meg at some point, right?
So yeah, with Megan, with Megan, yes, she, and I have these text messages also. She asked me. She says, "Kelsey, do you want
You're listening
me to include you in my statement?" Prior to that, she had told me, she didn't want me in the media. And I said, Megan, I need you to protect me in this because they're saying that I probably shot you. They see a TMZ clip is circulating. People are threatening me. People are threatening my mom. People are threatening my family.
When was this, would you say?
This was once everything broke onto the internet.
Why was it saying that you shot her?
Because they seen that me and Tori had, I think the article came out that me and Tori were detained and Megan was in the hospital, so it just made it look like...
Oh, I see. The optics were looked like
right.
that.
So then she had texted me, and she was like, hey, do you want me to include you in my statement? And I said, please, I would be thankful for that. And I said, I can also get me a statement typed up by my lawyer. At that time, I had got Dawn for my physical injuries that Tori did. So no sooner could I say that she had already made the post on Instagram, and when she made that post, there was no protection. She just pretty much said that she said that I have the screenshot. She pretty much disclosed events without really disclosing everything. But just as my best friend, she could have said something in the words of that would have protected me. She left me in the hot seat with them. After you just texted me and asked if I wanted to be included in the statement, you still put out a statement without me,
What the statement said? What was the gist of that statement?
Can I see my phone?
What'd she say? Did she say she was shot?
And what she said was... Oh, that's the YouTube video she did. I have it, but and I want to verbatim. I want this statement because then this is when everything, all the assumptions against me really begin. She basically had said, I want to find the actual statement. Sorry.
No, take your time.
You're listening to StreetTV.
Let me pop out for 1 second, okay? Keep going without me.
Okay. I know I have her statement. Basically, she made an Instagram post. Where is it? Megan. Excuse me. Oh, no. Maybe I'll just have to Google it.
If you get me the gist of the statement too, it's probably something we can find. It's something that she posted.
Apologies, that's all it is for my sneeze.
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
So the gist of it was that she, no, because the wording, the way that she worded it is very important.
Do you remember? It was an Instagram post.
It was an Instagram post
that she posted, right?
Statement Instagram. Yeah, I wouldn't have no Wi-Fi. Oh man,
I know that there was a not long-winded, but a longer statement that was posted on Instagram.
There's a few.
Meg, yeah.
Yeah. And Okay, right here.
Okay.
So,
We found the statement. Alex.
Okay.
do you want me to read the full statement?
Sure. Well, if you want to talk about specifically what part of the statement.
So basically her statement, mind you again, this was immediately after she asked if I wanted to be included in her statement. And I said yes, because that would protect me, at least put me in a position where people know I didn't do nothing to her. She said the narrative that's being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate, and I'd like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of the crime that was committed against me and done with intention to physically harm me. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. I'm incredibly grateful to be alive and that I'm expected to make a full recovery. But it was important for me to clarify the details about this traumatic night. I'm currently focused on my recovery so I could turn back to my life and back to making music. And her caption was, I was never arrested. This whole experience was an eye-opener and blessing in disguise. I hate that it took this experience for me to learn how to protect my energy. So when she did that, mind you, people had already knew me. We were together. People had seen us, celebrating I had just came back and to LA. So she had made a post celebrating me. And so the public automatically realized she didn't include me in that statement, and they began to tag me, and like you shot Megan, and people kept, you're going to jail. I hope you rot in jail and die. They were saying all kinds of crazy things. So I made it, I'm not an experienced, she has a team. I didn't really, so I made a little post, and I said, I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I was not the one with the gun, and I would never do something like that. But I was present. I don't know if that was the best thing to say, but she was like, Kelsey, why would you say that? And I said, what do you mean? Like, you're not protecting me, like I have to say something. And she's like, that's not the way to say things. And I'm like, well, what's the way to say things? Because you tell me you don't want me to speak on it, and then now you're telling me this isn't the way. Like, what's the way? Like, let me know the way.
So it seems like there was discord, if you want to call it that, between you and Megan about how the information was coming out. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair to say. That's very fair. And so,
You're listening to Street TV.
So, I'm like, I don't know anything but the truth, Megan. And she's like, so I'm upset. I'm upset because she didn't clear my name. Like, that's my main reason with Megan. She never protected me, never defended me. She made this all about her, like as if I didn't suffer with her. So it put me in a seat with the bad guys,
Yep.
Never not once cleared my name. Mind you, she had no reason to be upset with me because at that time she did not know that I had met with Tori. She didn't know this, so she had no reason to treat me anyway or.
That meeting with Tori was innocent anyways, right? It was to get your property back.
Right.
And
to get my
turned
property
down
back.
his requests.
And exactly. There's no ill intent.
Right.
I can be very truthful. I have nothing to hide. All these things, like, it's going to come out when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm not here to get on the internet and tell every detail.
Yeah.
That's what she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
So, we went back and forth a little bit in text messages, and I can share those messages too. I'm getting threats. So
Are you getting threats? Are you talking about from the public?
I'm getting threats from the public. I have been approached in person.
By people in public?
Mm-hmm. That's why, I've honestly been in isolation since this has happened. Events that I had to attend just because they were paid, and sometimes, it takes me out. You can ask him. It takes me, an hour or more to get out of the car before I go into somewhere, because I don't know what people think of me. People think I took hush money. People think, because this is what she's put out there. And it's even though this guy is the bad guy, I guess, she has done a lot of damage to me by what she does on the internet.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, it is not fair because I didn't betray her. So, anyways, so she was like, she had demanded me to finally get on the internet. Kelsey, I need you to get on Instagram and say this. Say what happened to you and say what happened to me. By that time, I had got Don, my lawyer, and he told me, no, you're not playing social media games. She's not pressing charges. Because, like I said...
This was before the case he'd been
Right.
arrested for, filed on the case, yeah.
Right. Mind you, her manager had her disclose to me that she was not going to press charges on him or anything. So I thought it was okay. Like, you know, like, she's not mad at him, whatever. But it wasn't until she believes, per her, Tori's team was putting out statements through social media, making her seem like a drunk, making her seem all these things. That's what upset her. And that's what finally made her get on Instagram. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be here
And put
today.
out the truth about that her getting shot. Okay.
Correct. So, so she demanded that I get on Instagram and do the same. And my lawyer said no. He said no, you're not doing social media games. He's not pressing charges. So you don't have to be involved in that.
Yeah.
We're handling your situation now.
Yeah.
You let her handle hers the way she wants, and we're going to handle this how I advise you to. So I informed her of that. She said, Kelsey, that's bullshit. You got a lawyer now? Like, that's bullshit. She didn't believe me. Mm-hmm. And, you know, at this point, I'll have to go back to the dates, but I have finally, you know, told her, I said, Megan, I need to tell you, I need to talk to you. And I disclosed to her that I spoke with Tori. And she was like, he's just trying to play with you. Like, he's just trying to play you. And so finally, after I told her I wasn't getting on the internet, she was like, well, how could you meet with somebody? And, you know, and I said, Megan, like, you know, I'm trying to obtain, you know, I have the messages. I can, like I said, I can provide when I go back to my phone. So she thought I was lying. She said there was bullshit. Like, oh, now your lawyer's telling you don't do this. That's bullshit. You know, so I'm like, you know, you're reaching out to me. I'm realizing this is disingenuous. Mm-hmm. It's not genuine. Mm-hmm. You know, we're pretty much going back and forth, and I'm telling her, like, I'm still speaking to her. She's like, how are you arguing with me in private? I said, this isn't an argument. This is a conversation. Yeah. We're having a conversation.
You're listening to Street TV.
So, finally, I believe we stopped communicating, and then she took it to Instagram Live, and she made a video. And this video just added more fuel to the fire. She's on there. She's like, I wouldn't, for no amount of money, would I change on, you know, she made it seem as if I had to hush
Tori's money.
Correct.
Okay.
So I sent her a text and I said, I don't know why you're bashing me on the internet. I said, I'm not sure why you're bashing me on the internet. I know you're hurt, and I'm also hurt. I said, but my intentions are to never, like, go on the internet and bash you. Mm-hmm. She didn't acknowledge it. She kept on with her internet. Like, they were just trying to make me break on Instagram, you know, on social media. Yeah. Come out and finally just blast everything. It took a lot for me to not do it. She had her friends, you know, they were saying things on the internet. Oh, you took hush money. That's how you got your chain. I had got a pendant that has my dad's death day on it. Mind you, this pendant had already been purchased way before. It just finally became ready around this time, in August of that year. This pendant was purchased like in March, April, May, July of 2020 or June 2020 okay. Or before that. So her friend, you know, and we were all friends. So I know how Megan operates. This was basically something she approved for her to post. Oh, now you're delusional, you stupid bitch. Yeah, you must have took that hush money. That's how you got your little chain. It was a lot of evil things in that message. And
so it sounds like your friendship completely.
Oh, it was over. So if you ever thought I was now going to get on the internet and say anything to you, that's over.
Well, so, I mean, this is a question that's going to be asked when trial comes around. And it's a question we want to ask you just so that we can clear the air on this. You know, are you telling us what happened in that night, as you tell us now? Are you telling all of this to protect her or to get back in her good graces?
Oh, not at all. My purpose of me speaking my truth is just to... I know this is obviously it's like a never-ending thing, but I just want to free myself from this.
Yeah.
I tried to free myself a long time ago, but every time you turn around, she's making a song about me, making a diss track about me, talking about me. And see, that's the other thing that people don't understand. They think that we fell out behind Tori. It's not true.
Had nothing to do with that.
I'm not mad at her. I mean, of course, now it's like, damn, like my best friend that...
Yeah.
How could you do that to me?
This is all because of the aftermath of the shooting
Exactly.
and how it was presented.
That's why I'm so upset, because one, you didn't protect me.
Yeah.
Two, y'all were on the internet doing all this. Three, you called around Houston telling people that I took hush money and not to talk to me. Like, you're really trying to make people not like me. You know what I'm saying? For what? I was really a good friend to her.
So you think she was really upset that you wouldn't put out a statement to back her up on the internet, and then she felt that the only reason you would do that is because Tori paid you off. When in reality, your lawyer was advising you not to do it.
And she knows that because my lawyer also made contact with her lawyer at the time, Alex Sparrow, and asked for her to stop. And they said, well, why won't she make a statement, you know? And he told her, well, your client's not pressing charges. My client doesn't want no involvement.
So my other question to you, and again, I think this is something that will be asked on the road, is once the case was filed, I know we didn't get to talking to you until today.
Right. I just didn't want to.
Why don't you tell us
I just didn't want to be involved. I didn't want to voluntarily put myself in a situation, and this girl's not backing me up at all. She's not here for me. She has made it real hard for me in real life. Why? You're not protecting me. You're not doing nothing for me. Like, let them let y'all do what y'all have to do. You know, I'm never running away from it or I'm ready for the facts to come out, you know, and
that's the way they should go. Not on social media, not piecemeal.
Not on social media. She has done a lot. She had made a dish. I'm not a person that likes to do the social media back and forth, but this has made me do it, and I hate that because that's not my character.
Yeah.
Mind you, I have run a business, so I can't just always do things like that. Like sometimes I don't even like to go around people because I don't know how they feel about me. Sometimes I don't even present myself as Kelsey because, oh, you're the girl that took hush money. Like, I've had people come up to me, right? I don't go to grocery stores. I've been to a dollar store and got pinned in a corner. People come up to me, you took hush money. Like, she has made it real difficult. And why? Yeah. I didn't betray you. Yeah. She's putting the word out that I betrayed her. That's not true. It was obviously the other way around. But
this trial will be an opportunity for everybody to speak their truth.
To finally speak the truth. And that's what I'm happy for. And that's the other thing. Like, you know, now I'll be able to really open up and help the public because now they're involved, understand why me and Megan are friends. Yeah. She's not going to hold herself accountable. She doesn't ever hold herself accountable to things.
And Tori needs to be held accountable.
And he needs to be held accountable too. Both of them. And like I said, we could have went home that night. Yeah. We were on our way home. But she demanded the driver to take us back. And it wasn't because of a sandal. Tori was with Kylie still. Yeah. That's the real reason. She had, and I forgot to even throw that part in. That just made me remember. She had tried to get me mad. She was like, Kelsey, he wants to stay with Kylie. I'm like, okay, let him stay with Kylie.
That didn't bother you at all?
No, I was way past this person. Yeah. Megan had actually...
You're listening to StreetTV.
Asked me, Kelsey, I just want... Can you and Tori, like, you know, she wanted me on him, like, to talk to him. And then she was like, Kelsey... I want y'all to just keep it as friends because we might do business and I don't want that to interfere, you know, and I respected it. Yeah. I'm not a person that's like, oh, no, I respected it. Yeah. And we just kept the friendship, you know, and that's it. Okay. But now when I look back at everything, it was other reasons involved. Okay. So no, I wasn't just like, me and Tori's involvement has nothing to do with that night. It came out because he obviously tried to throw her under the bus and turn me against her. Right. That was not the issue.
He was working the social media side as well.
I don't know how true. I mean, I don't know, but probably so. Yeah. They were putting out false narratives. Oh, Kelsey was bitter that night. And the other thing is, I don't know, like, you know, my truth brings in Kylie Jenner, and I don't know if they disclose these things. I don't think they want to because it's better to say Kelsey was the bitter best friend versus saying Megan was upset that Tori and Kylie, it's just more better, right? Okay, well, if I have to be the bitter best friend, fine, but there's still no right for all of this to be going on.
Okay.
And then with Megan, it makes sense now because she told you guys that the argument started between me and him, if I'm not mistaken, and that's false. So now I know that I was pushed out because she did not tell the truth initially. Put it on me, which is fine, but I feel like that should have been a mutual thing. Like, Kelsey, I need you to just say this instead of just blaming me. That's not right. So
I think there's a lot of things that not everyone is privy to. When the trial concludes and when everyone testifies, there's certainly a lot of things that have been kind of leaked piecemeal out there, and some things are absolutely not true. Some things that I think still doesn't give everyone the whole picture of everything. I would say, just like everyone else, you always want to reserve any conclusions you have about what the people are saying. Even Meg, I know it's hard, but wait till the end of the trial, and then you'll get a sense of where everyone's at, and then This is the opportunity for everybody. They're going to take an oath to tell the truth, and they're going to give their full.
I don't even think they'll tell the truth under oath.
Well, as long as when you're up there,
I'm telling you, I have nothing to hide or lie about, even if it's something that makes me look bad. Or nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I understand why it's hard for you to, when you hear some of the stuff that Megan might say, to feel offended by some of the things that she's not including. But I'll say that, like I said, wait till the end of the trial. There's a lot of things that she's told us that's not out there. Okay? And just like everything you're telling us, it's not just going to be out there. That's the hope, certainly.
How does this work? Because...
Well, how it works is we are under a discovery protective order. So the discovery in this case, interviews of witnesses, any evidence in this case is disclosed only to the parties that need to know, which is prosecution and the defense. So there's always stuff that gets leaked a little bit. Some of it's there's a grain of truth, but there's other stuff that's not included. A lot of other stuff that's not included, and that's deliberate because this case has to be tried in court, and that's
Excuse me, should we further this conversation on or off record?
That's fine. This is just to explain the discovery protective order. So it's fine.
My other concern was I'm somebody who is very accessible because my business, like what I do, it involves me to be involved, So that was my other thing, is just like this. I don't know how concerned anybody else is, but for my safety, I'm very concerned.
Okay, and we'll have a discussion about safety concerns off the record because we have to go into more details about your lifestyle or things like that. We have to make accommodations or figure things out. That's something we'll do off the record, okay? But
you're listening to
I think
Street
for
TV.
your purposes, just so you know, we are in the home stretch. It doesn't seem like that because it's been going on for so long, but we are, and all the truth will come out from every witness in this case to some degree. And so I think, I know you have strong feelings about what happened, as you should, and everything you've said to us today makes sense. I think, we want to make sure that there's some resolution for everyone involved. You included, not just Meg. Hopefully, the jury sees the evidence and hopefully there's accountability with respect to Tori, but we want resolution for everyone involved, including you, okay? But that won't happen until after the trial's done.
It's understandable. I'm just ready to move forward.
And Kelsey, and let me
fight
just
through the
say
media.
we're so appreciative that you came out today and that you spoke to us. And I know it was hard to dig up these memories, but I appreciate you wanted to be accurate and you wanted to get everything right, and you're taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't think Megan knows. Like, I never not wanted to not tell the truth. But she has made it so hard for me.
Well, and the best time to do that is
it's right here, right? Or like social media.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Don. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Don.
When does the trial schedule start and take call?
So I think we're going to conclude the interview because we're going to discuss scheduling at this point. So anything else that you want to ask about the incident date?
No, I have no other questions about that. So I think we can.
We'll just note the time is being
Yes, it is 12:58 p.m.
Okay. All right.
Are we now off the record?
I'm just.
Okay.
We gotta confirm. Oh.
Stand by. I'm going to step out to ensure that this recording is off, but you're welcome to further the conversation, okay?